Hello everyone, this is Crustlemania and welcome back to the 5th gameplay for Pokemon Colosseum. Now, in this part of the story, I always get confused of where to go, so it might take me a little bit of time to figure out where I'm going and what the next progression step is for the story to continue on how I could get into the Colosseum. So it may take me a little while to get there, but we will see kind of as I go around here. And if you notice, the camera angle probably changed. Yes, it did. I did play this game probably at a different time and couldn't adjust the camera to be the exact same angle as the previous episode. So sometimes you'll notice that it's a little bit different when I record my TV screen, but that's how you know I'm actually playing the game and this is not just some AI playing it. So I'm actually playing the game. So going into this building. So I'm going to go into all the buildings because I can't exactly remember what to do in this scenario for this part. So I really like when you click on the TV screen, it gives you like the news message. Pretty cool. Kind of reminds you of regular life, but a lot of times it's kind of the same message unless something really huge happens in the game, in like the story. Then they'll report it on there, but for the most part, it's normally the same, like, oh, someone broke into Team Snag'em, stole the Snag'em machine, and the Team Snag'em members have all dispersed or something like that. So this is Duking. We've been here before, but he's really busy apparently. Yeah, so we're just kind of running around to figure out what the next step or progression is in the story right now. But also I'm coming to the shop to buy some more supplies after that. So I have now 2,000. I'm about to buy nothing because I only have 2,000. I thought I had a little bit more money after a couple battles, but I realized I probably don't. But I did just use like 4 Pokeballs in the last gameplay, so that's quite something. So I'm talking to everybody here just to make sure I didn't miss anything here. So that area will eventually be going into later, but I can't remember exactly what we're gonna do. So this episode may be a little slower, a little more boring, just as I'm figuring out what to do. So you might be seeing me run around. And this is important to show, and this is kind of why I think this is important to show for the games like these, because back in the day, the internet was useful, but there weren't gameplays like this on YouTube, so you had to buy the guidebooks to kind of guide you to where you go in the next step of the game. Otherwise, you would not be able to figure out where you're going in these games. Like, that's how difficult it was. And I tried going into the Pyrite Colosseum because they said, hey, you have to challenge the Colosseum, but they say they're busy right now. So I'm thinking like I need to go to the Colosseum, but there is a part that I feel like I'm missing. I can't, and this part I know I always miss this part in the game because I've gotten stuck in this exact part right after I beat the trainers in Pyrite Town, like Big Joe versus Pyrite Town. And then after that, like, I always forget where to go next. So I'm running around all over the place, and it might be a little bit boring, but I just thought this part was also important to show. One, just because I'm documenting how I'm playing, but two, showing how hard the old games kind of were like these. Because I think I had the gameplay book, I think, or the guidebook for this. Yeah, back in the day, you'd have to buy the game for $40, and then you'd buy a guidebook for like $10 or something to help you play the game. So it could have been 10, it could have been 20. I don't remember the exact cost, but I go back to Phenac City here, so trying to figure out where I need to go again. And honestly, I kind of remember doing the battling in the Phenac City gym. There's like this kind of makeshift gym in this city, so the stadium. Do I want to try? Do I want to participate? Shadow Pokemon won't be a good idea here. They should use only ordinary Pokemon for this challenge. So that's interesting to note. So I couldn't really do that because the only two non-Shadow Pokemon I have are Umbreon and Espeon. I don't have them on me right now in my party. I think I only have Espeon, so I can't go in there. But I do remember this mini gym, and I don't remember if this is exactly part of the story to do, but I do remember battling in here. So figured, you know, why not battle in here at this point in time as I'm kind of running around all over the place, trying to figure out what to do. So it's pretty cool. There's like a little Pokemon gym basically in the city. So this is pretty cool. I didn't know that there was this thing. I just talked to every character in this game, so I didn't know there was this strategy memo function that you could get in this game by talking to this teacher here. Who knew? Strategy memo. Like, oh, okay. Interesting. So we come over here. And that is Justy. Yeah, this is the pre-gym. Since you're here, you like having a battle? I was like, you know what? I'm kind of lost in this game right now. So I might as well battle it out in the pre-gym. So facing 4 trainers. I remember this. I think they're all different types. Yeah, taking grass type. So cool trainer Botan. Sunkern, cool Pokemon. Hoppip. We have Skiploom, so that's in our PC. Again, I like how the arena, just like the scale of like the building where you battle in, just gets a lot bigger. The music here is pretty cool as well. In the, I think it's the more traditional battle style. I can't remember, or if it's a little bit different in this pre-gym, but call the Mischievous. So finally able to get it out of hyper mode. Since it's grass, go by type. So at least Slugma here could do pretty good. Type advantage. Fire is stronger than grass. Pretty cool animation for Absorb. It was really cool to see Sunkern in 3D. That was a Pokemon I always thought was really unique in the second generation. That's Johto, I believe, yeah. Almost a one-hit KO. Or what they say, a crit hit? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Slugma's in hyper mode. I really like the sound effects used for a lot of the power-up moves, kind of like Reflect. Like Sword Dance has a really cool animation in this game. Like Shadow Ball is even pretty cool there, but like Growl and stuff like that, Screech, pretty cool animations. Like Tail Whip. Like, I could imagine that being Tail Whip. Shadow Rush. Boom. Slugma is still in hyper mode. So, as the Pokemon are higher in the heart gauge, they go into hyper mode a lot more. But as you start, as their heart gauge lowers and it gets closer to purification, they hardly go into hyper mode. Maybe every once in a while, but like they hardly ever do. Like go into hyper mode once they get really close to, like, within the last bar of the heart gauge. They don't really go into hyper mode as much as I noticed. So I mean, because they're almost purified, so they're almost like regular Pokemon. Let's keep going. We'll go to it till the end. Whether we win or lose, we'll go to it till the end. It's a pre-gym, so pretty fun. Cool trainer, Liqui. Liqui? Oh, they literally took the D off instead of liquid. Liqui. Okay, interesting. I didn't notice that till now. So, water types. For sure, Flaffy. And for sure, Bayleaf, probably. Yep. Type advantages. Like I was saying, I don't think Flaffy or Bayleaf will really go into hyper mode that much now that their purification bar is all the way down. I actually didn't even realize Flaffy's was all the way down, but I must have done a lot of walking or something. I know I've battled with Flaffy, but I didn't realize the bar was all the way down. I really like the bubble animation. Honestly, overall, just the animation in this game is really cool. Like, even defense curl. That makes sense. Like, and then now we have the full move set, so now we can actually use the type move instead of just Shadow Rush against both of these Pokemon, which are both water types, but I think Surskit's water bug, so. There goes Meryl. Boom. Yeah, it's not as effective on Surskit because it's also bugged, so. Boom. There goes Meryl. I might as well Shadow Rush it. Get it done and over with faster. Even though type advantage, but it still is bugged, so just have some fun with Shadow Rush. While I still have it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Shadow Rush to me reminds me of like Takedown, where like you use Takedown and then you get recoil hit. Or like high. Does high jump kick have that? No, high jump kick you miss. That's where you get the recoil. Water type. By Liqui or Liquid. I don't know. Just take the D off and call her Liqui. Keep chugging along. I don't look like a trainer? Okay, rich boy, do go. You don't look like a trainer. I'll teach you how to be one. Alright, rich boy. Do go. Oh, look at Swinub. Swinub's so cool. Look at that. The animation's so cool. As I sniff it on the ground everywhere. Cool. Now, I can't remember which game, if it's this one, or if it's Pokemon Colosseum or Pokemon XD, where I think Swinub is actually a shadow Pokemon. At this point in time, it was only Swinub and Piloswine. Mamoswine did not exist yet. I don't think Mamoswine existed till Diamond and Pearl, if I'm correct. So it was only a 2-stage evolution Pokemon at this point in time. Odor Sleuth. That's how I say this move. I never knew how to say it over the years. I think it's Odor Sleuth. There goes Trapnich. I don't have a water move, but still, like, a water move would probably be advantageous because Swinub is a ice type. But I don't have a fire move for Slugma, and Quagsire can't really use any water moves right now, so Shadow Rush it is. Oh man, both of them in hyper mode? Man, that's something. Calling out your name. Quagsire. Oh yeah, dig. The animation for dig is pretty cool. I like it a lot. Same with earthquake. You'll see that later on, but that's a pretty cool animation. Who are you going for? Oh, Quagsire. He's also ground type, so that didn't do much. Okay. Slugma's in hyper mode. That's great. Yeah, Slugma. Damn, again? Dig? Swineup knows how to be an escape artist. Really cool animation, though. Dang. Kind of forgot that ground was super effective against fire. Man, Shadow Rush hits hard. Hyper mode again? Man, that's like 3 or 4 times in a row that Slugma's in hyper mode. Probably get it out of there for type advantage against me, so bring out Espeon. I don't think Espeon's been out for a little while, so probably a good thing since Espeon's just about to turn level 28 after this battle, so that's always a good thing. Shadow Rush, boom. Here goes Swineup. Alright, we beat the rich boy. Dugo. I guess Dugo didn't teach me how to be a real trainer. So, I guess I kind of taught him. We'll leave it at that. Let's keep chugging along. Might as well. Challenge is accepted. Nice and simple. Lady Gwyn. I almost thought that said Lady Gwen for a second. Geodude. Rhyhorn. So, water type. For sure. Let's see a Quagsire. Nope. Still doesn't know a water move yet, which is probably gonna be Surf. At least confuse one of them first, so potentially could hit recoil damage, confuse damage. So, oh, hyper mode. All right, there you go. Hurt itself in this confusion. Go for it. Confuse Ray, Geodude now. So both of them are confused. So we have a 50-50 chance of the move going through since both of them are confused. So there's a chance that they may hit themselves through their confusion. So at least Shadow Rush hits now because Quagsire's in hyper mode. Rock Tomb. Not too bad. Decent hit though. Dang, Geodude's defense is gonna be crazy. I might as well hit it. Yeah, Shadow Rush is a move you tend to spam quite a bit in the early part of the game when you still have the Shadow Pokemon. That's all you can do for quite a while is just use Shadow Rush. Because each Pokemon you catch, regardless of what level it is, if it's a Shadow Pokemon, it'll only have Shadow Rush. So as I include more Shadow Pokemon in my party, I'm basically starting from square one with those Shadow Pokemon all over again. So it's kind of how it works. Interesting mechanic for the game. So it makes it pretty fair for most people when you catch a Shadow Pokemon. It's kind of interesting because you get to see the moveset used against you until you actually snag the Shadow Pokemon. Then you have to relearn all those moves. But yeah, we won the battle. We were able to take down the Rhyhorn and Geodude with the cool 2 right there. Battle style is too sophisticated for you? Okay, that's a very interesting thing I think I just read. Oh, nobody else. Oh man. This is gonna be a great battle. Oh, I forgot to get that. Species, I'm alright. Do you feel like battling me? You know, I said yes. I forgot how hard pre-gym leader Justy's was, because the leveling is crazy. Level 41 and I'm like level 28 to 30. I was like, oh no. My Pokemon have not been healed at all, so yeah, that was we're gonna try and go through it, but it's not looking too good. Not looking too good. Switch out to Espeon, see how it goes. Switch out to Bayleaf, that's how it goes. Type advantage definitely is not there, but the type advantage was better for Quagsire, or not as good for Quagsire just because of some Flora. Even though if it knew a water move, I'd keep it out there, but because it doesn't for Sandshrew, like it still would. Some Flora had type advantage, so Sandstorm Brew. Oh man. Double Team and Sword Dance. The evasiveness, man, is so. Oh man, those moves when you don't hit that Pokemon, and the Pokemon uses that, like Sword Dance and what some Flora just used. Oof. When the evasiveness goes all the way up, like with Double Team, man, you can't. It's impossible to hit the Pokemon unless you have a guaranteed hit move that your Pokemon knows. Otherwise, yeah, your attack's gonna miss. Oh no. Yeah, once they go down that path, it's like, oh man, I don't know if I can beat this person. This is the first time I've seen Bailey do that in quite a while, even though it's fully at the purification bar. Like, it doesn't go into hyper mode too often, so kind of interesting there. Man, the Sandstorm, really good strategy. Set up a Sandstorm and then just double team, bring up the evasiveness, so the Sandstorm will slowly wear you and your Pokemon over time. Smart strategy. Yeah, because they're level 41, my moves don't do much, and the more they do double team, the harder it is for me to hit them. Buffed by the Sandstorm. At least get a hit on some Flora, because there's going to be a point where I might not be able to if he keeps using double team, so. Oh no, not double team again. Hopefully I can hit it. Huh. Luckily. Whew. That's just one Pokemon though. I don't know how many times some Flora has already used double team. Oh, Gligar. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. And at this point, Gligar was also a one Pokemon. There was no evolution line. There was no Gliscor yet until Diamond and Pearl, so it was just Gligar at this point in time. No evolution. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky because Gligar can also keep up a Sandstorm because it's ground type, and now Sunflora is always gaining HP, so that's gonna be a tough one. At least call one of them, which is Bayleaf, because it's in hyper mode. Oh no, now he's starting on the double team track. Oh no. I know Sunflora's used it a lot, so I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be able to hit Sunflora for the next few turns after this. I've been able to hit it right now, but it keeps using double team, and its evasiveness keeps going up and up and up. I don't think I have any status moves to lower its evasiveness. And the Sandstorm doesn't help. Yeah, that's a really good strategy, honestly. Use Sandstorm using Grain with Sunflora, and then Sunflora gets damaged but recoups the HP. Because yeah, there you go, Gligar is creating another Sandstorm. So it's like, well, here we go. And Confusion does not do that much to a level 40 Sunflora, so my Fire type is at half damage. Oh man, that's huge. Whew, that took a lot of HP. Yeah, this is a wearing battle, man. Oof. Like Sunflora's at yellow, but it'll go back to green because of the ingrain. Any HP recovering moves like that, or like with leftovers, which is a given item in the games like Fire Red, Leaf Green, Sapphire Ruby, those healing factors are super critical at moments like this, in battles like this too. Super critical. Yeah, they're doing the double team. Eventually I won't be able to hit him. That's a crit hit, and it barely got a quarter down on the HP bar. So I think Espeon's probably going to be gone, because he's probably going to use Espeon. Yeah, oh, barely not. Oof. But the Sandstorms definitely might take it out, so I'm not sure. Ooh, very close. Alright, let's see. Just double team Gligar. Try and get that one out. Nope. I actually used a move that was super effective. Dang. There goes Bayleaf. We'll try and throw Slugma out there, but I don't know. He's down pretty low, so I don't think he's gonna survive for very long. Aw, see, now it's gonna start. And there goes Espeon. Yeah, this battle's not looking too good. It was already an uphill battle from the beginning, just because both Pokemon are already level 40. But I hadn't healed any of my Pokemon, so I decided to take a risk and go out with Flaffy, just because it's the only Pokemon with like a full status, but Gligar has the type advantage just because it's part ground, so definitely not the safest play, but a play that I'm making, that's for sure. And Slugma is probably going to go down. It's at 15 HP. One move, it's going to go down. Now Gligar is using Dig. And now Shadow Rush can't even hit. So now I'm pretty much done from this point forward, just because like now if I can't hit Sunflora, there's no way I can really land anything, because Shadow Rush is probably the most accurate move that could hit, but if that can't even hit, there's not much I can do. Quagsire has the type disadvantage here. Sunflora has the advantage being a grass type, so probably in the next move, Sunflora will go after Quagsire, use Mega Drain, and probably get me down. So it's not looking good for me in this battle. Justy the trainer has set everything up pretty well. So I mean, I have to say, like, it's pretty good. But hey, it's a pre-gym, so I don't think you really lose any money when you do this. You're only gaining like experience pretty much from what I know. So you're not winning money, you're not really losing money. It's just like a pre-gym that you could do in Phenac City. So there you go. There goes Quagsire. So we're down to 2 Pokemon, and it's not looking very good because I came and hit some Flora. So type disadvantage for sure for Flaffy against Gligar, and just they can land hits on Mischievous. Some Flora can, at least for Mega Drain. So I try and hit them with the status things, but I think it's gonna be a bit too late. Yep, can't even hit him. Yep, can't even hit him. The evasiveness is way too high. So at this point, it's like checkmate. Man, I didn't realize Mega Drain was that strong, but I guess when it's a 10 level difference, that would make sense. All you can do is try and use Shadow Rush, try and see if I can hit him, but there's a very little chance. And I tried to use Cotton Spore, but Gligar just disappeared, or Gligar just disappeared. So it's like, well, there we go. And then Mega Drain again, and there goes probably Flaffy. Yep. So this is pretty much checkmate. I kind of knew this once I entered this battle. I forgot that Justy's Pokemon were level 40. So, yeah, there was no real shot of me winning here. Because I feel like Justy has 6 Pokemon. So, the fact that I was able to defeat the Sandshrew was actually pretty amazing. I'm surprised I was able to defeat 1 out of the 2, but hey, that's how it goes. Ready to help Gligar in the ground. Thank God Dig does not work, because Levitate, that is a huge advantage in this game. Let me tell you, when we go to Entei, that's going to be the biggest advantage, is Levitate. Especially when, and I'm hoping, I'm going to do everything in my power to try and catch Entei. If I have to restart the system, I'll do it. When I have Entei on my team, Levitate's also going to be really useful too. So there goes Mischievous. Big Joe blacked out, or whited out. No Pokemon left. So it's the first battle that I fully lost with all 6 Pokemon. Too bad, I guess Justy's too strong. I will agree to that. Justy is pretty dang strong. What I do like is all your Pokemon's at like 100% health after that. So I don't really have to heal anybody. No status things carry over. It's just a pre-gym, so all there was basically experience. So that was a cool thing to do. I got handed by Justy, but I was able to beat the other 4 trainers, so that's good. The Pokemon, the Shadow Pokemon are pretty good. Slugma, I would say, is probably the weakest link right now in my party, but I need Slugma as a fire type, so that's definitely one I'm gonna keep. But I'm going to try and see if I can figure out the progression of the story, but I may or may not. We'll see, just because if I remember or not. We'll see kind of how that goes. So anyways, I hope you guys like this episode. It's a little bit longer, but hey, that's how it goes. We lost, but that's how this game is. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.